Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Now in today's video, we are kicking the new year off with an update on my pools, on my liquidity farming. But before we get into the video, I want to wish everyone a happy new year. I hope you had a great break and are ready to smash the year. Today is the 2nd of January, 10 a.m. And you can see Bitcoin is up a nice 7% in the last 24 hours. Whole crypto market is green today, so I hope this is a sign for the rest of the year. Obviously, today is pretty much the first day that people are going to be back in the offices, back to work, the market's open. So we're typically going to have a pump over the next couple of days. And especially if this ETF does get approved this month, that is going to start a bull market in my opinion. But I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Always do your own research and be very careful about what you're investing in crypto and DeFi because it is the riskiest stuff in the world, as we all know. But with that said, let's jump into the video. So again, massive happy new year to everyone. Now let's take a look at how my pools are doing. So I haven't really done too much. I haven't claimed on my pools in about a week. Actually, not a week, maybe 5 days or so. So we'll see how the rewards are looking for the last 5 days. So let's pull up a calculator and we will add it up. We will add up the reward. So you can see my Ethereum to USDC, we've made $45 and we'll call that 42 cents. Okay, so if we take a look into here, you can see that I have 4.1k in here between the range of $2,020 and $2,450. We made $45 in the last few days with this position. Again, this is a pretty safe one, pretty stable with ETH to USDC. Now, again, with these pools, if you don't know what we're doing here, we're essentially providing liquidity on Uniswap. So when people do go ahead and trade tokens, in this case, when people swap between Ethereum and USDC on the base network, I will generate a portion of those fees that are generated through that swap between the price range of $2,020 and $2,450 per Ethereum. Now, again, what you really want to be doing, potentially, it depends on your goal, but the main thing that you want to focus on is two actual cryptocurrencies. Now, if you haven't seen my previous video, then go ahead and watch it because it explains a lot more in detail. I'm not going to go over everything in too much in depth in this video because I did explain it a lot in the last video, but you really want to be having something paired to Ethereum. You don't really want to have a stable coin next to it. And the reason for that is because if this goes out of range either way, you want to have two tokens that you're bullish on that will trend upwards in the bull market anyway. So keep that in mind. Okay, so the next pool we have, which has actually been my best performing pool to date, is my ARB to USDC pool, which has done $162 in the last few days, probably 4 or 5 days, as I said earlier. So 162.61 on 3.5 grand. And that is the second pool. You can see it is currently out of range. ARB is currently 180 per token. I have this set between 131 and 166. So now this is another thing with these pools is that you want to rebalance as less as possible. If you can get away with not rebalancing ever and just keeping your pools active and just keeping them there and waiting for it to fall back in range, that's the best thing, because when you rebalance, that's when you lock in your impermanent loss. So my liquidity the other day, this is probably sat around 3.7k or something. Now it's 3,587. But if I rebalanced this and changed my range, so let's say I changed this to, let's say 148 to like $2 or something, right? Let's say I change it to this. If I go ahead and rebalance this, I am then going to go ahead and confirm and lock in this impermanent loss of like $100 and something, which of course it makes up for it in fees. But I'm going to see how the price of ARB does over the next 2 days, and we'll see how that goes. Now, the good thing about Aperture, which I'm going to have a AMA with Aperture Finance at some point over the next week, you can actually do everything from in here. So this isn't where you're providing liquidity. This is just a tool to manage the liquidity. You do supply it on Uniswap, but you can manage everything from this. You can reinvest, collect fees, and do everything from this tool here. But anyway, that's the second pool, made $162.61 over the last few days. The next one, let's go over to Polygon. Now, these last two pools, I don't really have too much money in. We need to go over to Polygon. not base. So we need to go over to Polygon here. And you can see on this one, we have 1K in here, and we have made $19 over the last couple of days. So 19. And then, yeah, again, Matic to USDC, looking, it's pretty okay in range. Again, between 88 cents and $1.12. So that's pretty much bang in the middle right now. Not too bad there. And the last one that we have is an AVAX pool. So let's go over to AVAX. And you can see we have, again, $1,000 in here. And over the last couple of days, $28, which, again, isn't bad whatsoever. Because if you think, we have pretty much the same amount between this AVAX pool and in the Matic pool, we have pretty much the same amount of liquidity that we're providing. But this one's done, you know, about $10 more in fees. So 28, let's do $28.10. So over the last few days, we've made $255 over the last, probably since Boxing Day, actually. So the 26th. So what's that? 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30, 31. So literally 7 days. Is the last time I rebalanced these or claimed fees, and we've done like $200, which is about $800 a month. Not bad on 10K or so. Yeah, not too bad whatsoever there. So to find these pools, I use this tool called buildmetrics.com. And you can come over to here. You can select the network that you want to find these pools on. So let's say you want to find a pool on the Arbitrum network. Let's give this a little refresh just so it updates. Let's go to pools and refresh that, and then go to Arbitrum, and we can see all the different pools on the chain. Now, this will only show us pools that have a TVL of over 250K and a 24-hour trading volume of 125K, so safe-ish pools. Now, you can find the estimated fees, the highest ones. Ether USDC is doing the most right now in Arbitrum. And you have ETH to USDC, ARB to USDC, GMX to USDC, and you can just filter through here and take a look. Now, you want to keep an eye on this. So this pool could be decent to go into. ETH to ARB, I may chuck some money into that one. You've got Bitcoin to USDC, Thales to USDT. But the thing that you want to be looking at is the actual token. So you need to research what Thales is, or Tails, however you want to pronounce it. You need to research what this token is, GMD, because again, some of these could be like scam tokens, rug tokens. You can make a huge impermanent loss. But again, providing liquidity with a shitcoin to ETH could have fantastic upside potential. But of course, it does have some risk involved there, because you're providing liquidity on a coin that you don't really know much about, that could be new, that could be a shitcoin, whatever it may be, right? And you can just take a look at different tokens on these different networks to see what's doing best, right? So yeah, that is pretty much how I find these pools. And let's say you have tokens that you already want to supply liquidity to, you already know the token. You can come over to calculate and actually calculate your own pool and see how much you're going to make on a daily basis, depending on how much you put in there. So yep. But guys, that's going to be it for the video. A little update here on the pools. We made like $260 or so in the last 7 days. Not too bad there. But thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.